Hello all. Today let us see the topic gravity. First of all, what is center of gravity? Center of gravity is an imaginary point where the body weight is equally distributed. From the point from which the body weight is equally distributed throughout the body, this point is known as center of gravity. Center of gravity always shifted towards the heavier object. Center of gravity is always perpendicular to the given plane. If this is the ground, then center of gravity acts perpendicular to the plane. This is perpendicular to the ground. CG lies at the center of the body and sometimes outside of the body also. We know this. In some cases, center of gravity lies outside the body if it is not symmetrical body or like that. When it comes to center of mass always acts at center, whereas center of gravity can lie at the center or outside the body, at the center of the body or outside the body, whereas center of mass is always lies at the center of the body. Example, earth, moon. COG is towards earth as it is heavy. When we compare earth and moon, the COG of earth is heavy, so it lies towards the earth. Next, CG of sprinter during the race lies ahead of his feet. Sprinter is an athlete. Next, stability of an object depends on base area. If base area increases, stability also increases. If height of the center of gravity decreases, stability increases. These are inversely proportional. You should remember this point. Stability of an object depends on base area as well as height of the center of gravity. If base area increases, stability increases. If height of the center of gravity decreases, stability increases. As we know, father of green revolution in India is MS Swaminathan, but the father of green revolution around the world is Norman Borlaug. Norman Borlaug, we know this. Norman Borlaug paddy length decreased and he increased the production. So he became the father of green revolution around the world. When it comes to Newton's discovery of gravity, Newton's gravitational law, let us see the Newton's gravitational law. There is a body of mass m and there is a body of mass 2. The distance between the two bodies is r. F is directly proportional to m1 m2 and F is inversely proportional to r square. From 1 and 2 we can get F is directly proportional to m1 m2 by r square. If we remove the proportionality constant and add g as an universal gravitational constant, then F is equal to gm1 m2 by r square. From this formula we can write g is equal to fr square by m1 m2. G is equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This is very important. Universal gravitational constant G is equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square. These are some of the important points. Across world there are only 10 tidal power stations and India there are only 3 stations. Okay, tidal power stations are the most expensive. Which is the cheapest one? Solar panels is the cheapest one, whereas tidal power stations are the more expensive. In India we have 3 stations but they are not in operation. We get tides only from the moon's gravity. We know this is very important. We get tides in the oceans or seas from the moon's gravity. On the full moon day there will be high tides. There will be high tides on the full moon day. Moon takes 27.4 days. It takes for rotation and revolution around the earth and itself. Moon takes 27.4 days. Synchronous rotation. Synchronous rotation is equal to one rotation around itself, around the moon, is equal to one revolution around the earth. Synchronous rotation is defined as the one rotation of the moon around itself and it is also equal to the one revolution around the earth. Only 59% moon can be seen from the earth. Only 59% of the moon we can see from the earth. Escaping velocity. escaping velocity on Earth is equal to 11.2 km per second. Escaping velocity on Moon is equal to 2.4 km per second. This is very important, and we will use these in case of problems. Okay. Gravity on Moon is equal to 1.64 meter per second, which is equal to 1/6 of the gravitational gravity of the Earth. We know this gravity of Earth is 9.81 meter per second square. And gravitation of Moon is equal to 27 times the gravitation of the Earth. So Earth is revolving around the Sun. G of mass is equal to 1/3 of G of Earth. We must remember this point. G of Moon is equal to 1/6 of the G of Earth. G of mass is equal to 1/3 of the G of Earth. We already know what is G of Earth. If we know G of the Earth, we can substitute 1/3 into 9.81 so that we will get the G of mass. So at the same time, G of Moon also. Roger Penrose, Reinhard Genzel, Andrea Ghez. These are the 3 persons who worked on the black hole, and they got Nobel Prize in Physics in 2020. This person explained how a black hole is formed, and these 2 are the persons who described about the size of the black hole. For their contribution towards the science, physics, they got Nobel Prize in Physics. Chandrasekhar limit. Chandrasekhar limit is the largest unit of mass. Chandrasekhar is the Indian person. He got Nobel Prize in Cosmology. One Chandrasekhar limit is equal to 1.4 into solar mass. What is solar mass? 1.4 into 2 into 10 power 30 kg. Solar mass is 2 into 10 power 30. Okay, one Chandrasekhar limit is equal to 1.4 into solar mass. Chandrasekhar limit is the largest unit of mass. Black hole. If mass is greater than 4 Chandrasekhar limits, then the star becomes the black hole. If it is 2 to 4 Chandrasekhar limits, if the mass is 2 to 4 Chandrasekhar limits, then it is called as neutrino star. It is called as neutrino star. When does the star become black hole? If the mass is greater than 4 Chandrasekhar limits. Let us see the life cycle of a star. First of all, stellar nebula can be divided either in the form of average star or in the form of massive star. If it becomes average star, it is called as red giant. Red giant is also converted into planetary nebula. From planetary nebula, it forms as a white dwarf. White dwarf has less mass, less than 1 Chandrasekhar limit. Mass is less than 1 Chandrasekhar limit. When it comes to massive star, here it is red giant, here it is red supergiant, here it is planetary nebula, here it is supernova. Supernova is divided into 2 types, neutron star and black hole. We saw earlier that the neutron star range is 2 to 4 Chandrasekhar limit, whereas black hole range is more than 4 Chandrasekhar limit. We must remember this. Neutron star's range is 2 to 4 Chandrasekhar limit. Black hole range is more than 4 Chandrasekhar limit. When it comes to white dwarf, it is less than 1 Chandrasekhar limit. Black hole having the highest gravity among all. Mass is always constant, only weight varies. Mass is always constant. At the same time, mass acts only at the center of the body, center of mass. We saw earlier. We saw here. Center of mass acts always at the center. Mass is always constant, whereas weight varies. Example, let us see an example. If the object weight on the Earth is 60 kg, then on Moon it is 10 kg. Then on Mars it is 20 kg. How we calculated this? As we know, G of Moon is equal to 1/6 times of G of Earth. G of Moon is equal to 1/6 times of G of Earth. Here we got 1/6 of 60. 6 tens 60. So G on Moon is equal to 10. On Mars, 1/3 of G of Earth. 1/3 of 60. 6 2s 3 2 6. 20 kg. Okay. Variation of value of acceleration due to gravity. Value of acceleration changes. How it has 4 different variations. Shape of the Earth. As you know, what is the shape of the Earth? Shape of the Earth is oblate spheroid. Shape of the earth is oblate spheroidal. Altitude effect, G dash is equal to G into 1 minus 2h by r, where r is the distance between two bodies. Depth is G dash is equal to G into 1 minus r by d. Latitude and local conditions. This is very important. At poles there will be more gravity, and at equator there will be less gravity. Do not confuse. At poles we have more gravity when compared to the equator. At equator. What is the importance of gravity? Importance of gravity in atmosphere. Solar system is properly functioning because of gravity. Flow of rivers is also happening because of gravity. Rainfall and snowfall, motion of the moon around the earth, occurrence of the tides, these are all the functions, these are all the applications of importance of gravity in the atmosphere. Okay. Apparent weight, this is very important. Apparent weight, normal weight W is equal to mg, we know this. Apparent weight W dash is equal to m into g plus or minus a. What is a here? Acceleration. It has three cases. First case is lift uniform velocity at rest. When the lift is at rest, acceleration is always 0. Remember this, only one point. When the lift is at rest, acceleration at that point is 0. Then we can directly substitute on the apparent weight formula. W dash is equal to m into g plus or minus a. Here W dash is equal to m into g plus or minus, acceleration becomes 0 as the body is at rest. When the body is at rest, we can take acceleration as 0. Then apparent weight becomes normal weight. W is equal to Wmg. W is equal to W dash. When it comes to case 2, the lift is moving upward. When the lift is moving upward, the acceleration becomes positive. So substitute plus a. Then it becomes W dash is equal to mg plus ma. It is apparent weight is increases. Okay. When the lift is moving downward, a becomes negative. Then W dash is equal to mg minus ma. Here the apparent weight is decreases than the normal weight. Okay. And the case 4 is freely falling body. When it is freely falling body, apparent weight directly we will consider as 0. Orbital velocity, this formula is important. V is equal to square root of g m1 by r. Geostationary satellites are placed at 36,000 kilometers from the Earth's surface. This is the one of the important bit. Geostationary satellites are placed at 3,600 kilometers from the Earth's surface. Mass of the object is measured by the pan balance, whereas weight of the object is measured by the spin balance. Let us see the Kepler laws. Kepler first law is also called as law of orbits. All planets revolving around the sun in a fixed elliptical orbit, while the sun lies at the center of the foci. For example, if we consider this is a circle, then the radius of this circle will be r, and here also it will be same as r. Okay. When we consider this is the path of the earth, this is the rotating part of the earth. Earth rotates elliptically around the sun. If we consider the elliptical orbit, it is divided into two types. This is semi-minor axis. This is semi-major axis. Okay, this is F1 and this is F2. Sun may lie at F1 or F2. For example, if we consider that the sun lies here, Earth rotates from here to like this in an elliptical shape. If the Earth and sun are closer to each other, then it is called as perihelion. If the Earth rotates and came here, if the Earth came here, then the distance between the sun and the Earth is far, then it is called as aphelion. If the sun and the earth both are closer to each other, then it is called as perihelion. If the sun and earth both are farther to each other, then it is called as ephelion. This is the Kepler's first law. Kepler's first law is also called as law of orbits. This is Kepler's second law. Kepler's second law is also called as law of areas. Here, equal areas will be swept in equal intervals of time. Means areal velocity is always constant. For example, this is the path of the earth which revolves around the sun. This is sun. Sun is a fixed point. Sun lies here. If the earth starts its revolution from here to here, it takes to travel, for example, it takes the time of t to travel. It takes t time to travel. Then the area covered by the earth is A1 T1. Okay. Similarly, here, if the earth is far away from the sun, and here it takes the time travel of t2, then this area becomes a2. Areal velocity is always constant. a1 by t1 is equal to a2 by t2. Irrespective of the earth and sun closer to each other or farther to each other, the area covered by the earth in the same interval of time will be always constant. Kepler's third law. This law is also called as law of periods. This law is very important. According to this law, the square of the time period is directly proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis of the elliptical orbit. Here, this is the semi-major axis, this is the semi-minor axis. The square of the time period means t square is directly proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis. Semi-major axis is a. So, a cube. T square is directly proportional to a cube. T square is equal to k a cube. T square by a cube is equal to constant. Thus, the larger the distance of the planet from the sun, the larger will be its time of revolution around the sun. I hope this is clear. Okay. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.